Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is LEGO Commando 777, and today I'm talking about the top 10 LEGO themes that need to be remade. So let's get right into it. At number 10, we've got Vikings. Now, Vikings was very short-lived, but it had a lot of really awesome builds, and it had a lot of awesome helmet pieces and such. It had a lot of like dragons and serpents and things that had never really been tried in LEGO before. And it was really short-lived. It had a lot of potential, and I think it could benefit from a rebirth. At number 9, we have Agents. Now, Agents was something that was really big between me and my friends. We thought that was probably like the coolest theme that we had. It had really cool torsos. It had like the little egg. It was like the Avengers before the Avengers. It had a lot of like dark blues and oranges. It was that classic good v evil that you just really don't get anymore. Coming in at number 8, we've got Space Police. Now, Space Police has been tried a few times, and the time that I remember, I was just a kid, but they had some really cool sets. A lot of like cool faces. This was sort of like the experimental era where Lego was doing like the Power Miners and Space Police. So they got a lot of like the same really cool printed faces. It also had a lot of awesome new alien molds and a lot of creative ship builds too. Coming in at number 7, we've got Power Miners. Now, Power Miners was super duper cool. It was something that had never really been tried before, and it had the best printed faces. Like, if you want something unique, something that's not going to be seen, you had to get a face from Power Miners. Now, not just that, it also had these really cool little crystal monsters, or you could get them really big, and that's just something that we haven't really seen since. It also had a lot of like new neon greens and a lot of like oranges, similar to like Agents that was out at the time too. And these are colors that Lego really doesn't do anymore. So coming in at number 6, we've got the Pirates theme. Now, Pirates is one of the classic Lego themes that we have not seen in a while. Lego tried it again around like 2009 after not doing it for a while. And I really think that after like 11 or 12 years, so maybe not just now, but maybe in a few years, Lego could bring it back. We haven't seen it in a while. And I know they just did that Pirates of Barracuda Bay, so maybe they could bring in a whole new Pirates wave. You never know. It's something that a lot of people would love to see. Coming in at number 5, we've got Lego Atlantis. Now, Lego Atlantis was like this whole undersea exploration thing. Had a lot of like new colors, a lot of reds, a lot of a lot of those greens that we saw in Power Miners, in the Space Police, and that whole era. And it really came with these cool new molds of like these fish people and these shark people and these squid people. And that's something that we haven't seen from Lego since. And I know that was something that was really cool. The sets were really small, really cheap, something that you could get a lot of, and it was an easy collection to finish. Coming in at number 4, we've got Exoforce, which is probably the coolest Lego theme I have ever seen. When I was a kid, I always wanted Lego Exoforce, but I never got it. But now that I'm 17 and I make my own money and I have an eBay account, I'm kind of off the rails. But this is the closest we'll ever get to an anime theme. It had cool hair, cool robots. They had really cool names, but it was just so short-lived. Didn't really do well, but I think that Lego could try again. Maybe strike the theme. There's a lot of people out there that love anime now, and I'm sure it could hit something with home. And I'm sure it could hit a home run. Coming in at number 3, we've got Adventurers, like Johnny Thunder, those kind of sets. Those were really like a lot of creative sets. You had the Orient Expedition, the classic adventurers that were like around Egypt and everything through the jungle. We just don't really get a lot of that anymore. And that was really our intro to modern Lego. It had a lot of the classic printed faces that we see today. And Johnny Thunder did make a short-lived revolution in the Lego movie, in the super secret police dropship, something like that. Johnny Thunder was one of the master builders. And since then, that's really the only nod that we've gotten to him. So Lego just released the pictures for the new Haunted Mansion, and it actually is the Baron von Baron Haunted Mansion, which is a reference to Lego Adventures. So it's really cool that we're getting a nice little throwback. Who knows? Maybe Lego will bring it back soon. At number 2, we've got Western. Now, Western Lego sets haven't really been done since The Lone Ranger. Yeah, you guys remember that movie? Me neither. Anyway, so the Lone Ranger was kind of a flop, and we haven't seen Western since like the 80s, 90s, maybe even the 70s. And it would just be really cool to see what Lego could do now with all these new molds, all these new prints that they can do. I'm sure we could get some really, really awesome sets through that. So, and at number one, I'm sure you guys knew this was coming, Lego Castle. Everyone's got a love for Lego Castle. It's classic and it's very sought after. The blacksmith shop sealed goes for so much, and a lot of people really just love that whole like fantasy vibe that it gives off. And now Lego tried to do it again with Nexo Knights, but that did not really do so well. I hated Nexo Knights. I didn't like what it was trying to do. But I'm sure a lot of people, if Lego brought back Castle, I can guarantee that it would just make a huge profit. Everybody loves Castle. It's like the staple that holds Lego together. So that is my top 10 Lego themes that should be brought back. If you guys think I missed anything, leave a comment down below. This is Commando. You guys stay safe.